Adrien Broner. Is this karma or just life? Let's talk about it.
Push the weight enough flex. Flex. The live is one in the six. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe. Nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Don't be confused. I'm airing my boxing content on my second channel because my first channel has a bit of a strike. I'll be back there in 7 days. No big deal. Evil never takes a day off, so why should I? But I got something in the tool bag for the demons about. But let's talk some boxing and some actual life. So this actually spills into what I talk about on this channel, the Painful Excellence Podcast. Adrien Broner has been an interesting character throughout his career. For those of you that don't know, this was one of the guys, the Adrien Broner being on the right side of the screen. This was one of the guys, this was a Floyd Mayweather guy about a decade ago. This was a guy that was heir to the throne. He was flashy, had way above average skills. He was a dog. He's a dog. And it seemed that he was what boxing needed. You know, he jumped up some weight classes and he was turning heads, man. He was turning heads. And then he ran into a guy by the name of Marcos Maidana. And unfortunately, it was downhill ever since. Just to give you a brief background about that match, he went in there. It was supposed to be, I'm not going to say a cakewalk because I'll be disrespectful to Marcos Maidana because he was a dog himself. But he was a favorite to win that fight, outclass him down the stretch and just outbox him, right? And Marcos slugged him one good time and the outcome of the fight was totally not what we expected. There were some, debate about whether his gloves were official or not. Marcos Maidana went on to fight Floyd Mayweather twice. But when they were selecting the gloves, Floyd discovered that there was no padding in the gloves that he was trying to select. And Robert Garcia, who was training Marcos Maidana, said, man, these are the same gloves we used in the Broner fight, the same type or whatever he was saying. It was like, well, there's no wonder, ain't no padding in the gloves. What I'm saying is that situation, Broner may have been cheated. We'll never know. And we've never seen anything like that. We've never seen AB eat a punch like that and just like be gunshot. That's the fight where people say that was a turning point in his career because he stopped letting his hands go. Now, the title of this video, Adrien Broner, Karma or Just Life? Adrien has had a very interesting path that he's chosen. He's one of those guys that felt that being famous, part of being famous was to be infamous. He was running around on the rap stage, he was rapping, and he wasn't really taking his career serious. He has some health scares that involves drinking. Now he's later in his life, boxing age, he's long in the tooth. I forget his age offhand, but he's in his 30s. And now what's happening is, as good as you can look physically on the outside, there's just certain things that you can't do when you was in your mid to early 20s. And now when you're in your 30s, your body's changed, man. And what we may be seeing is the result of him not taking care of himself physically, as far as diet and conditioning is concerned. But we're also seeing, his mental game wasn't together. He just didn't take care of himself. Adrien Broner, a decade ago, I guess a guy like Blair Hobbs, he's supposed to wash this guy, but he can't do it. I watched the fight. And I'm like, this isn't the same AB that we saw a decade ago. This is not the guy. Second round, I think it was the second round, Blair hits him with a punch that I'm telling you, I wouldn't see AB get caught with this punch a few years ago. Drops AB and he knocks his tooth out. And then it was so bad, I believe his missing tooth prohibited the mouthpiece to stay in properly. And Blair, can't get mad at him. He came in there and did what he had to do. Now, let me get back to the title, because this is the Pep Talk, the Painful Excellence Podcast channel. Let me talk about, is this possibly karma? With a question mark. Is it karma? A lot of people hit me up after Devin Haney lost to Ryan Garcia. And let me remind you guys, I never said why I felt, well, I did say why I felt Devin lost. I did say. I said, well, he lost because he fought an emotional fight. And there was a lot of things he did in there that he didn't have to do. Matter of fact, he didn't even have to take the fight when Ryan decided not to make weight. I didn't say anything about Osterine until Vada leaked that information about a week later. I was like, what's going on here? And that's another conversation. But I got a lot of weird phone calls, a weird text. And one of the things that people were saying to me was, it was karma for Devin Haney. How? Without getting too deep into that, these people have a problem with Bill. I don't know how you hate a fighter when you have a problem with his father. Don't know how that works, but whatever. But it was karma because of how what? They talked about Tank Davis? Really? I don't get the connection, but whatever. So I guess it's not karma when Tank is yanking women by their hair, a professional fighter, yanking women by their hair and pulling them out of basketball games. That's not karma, right? Getting into car accidents, and the women that he rams into was a pregnant woman. And then instead of calling the police, he just left the scene. And with the car still there, he left the scene. So this kid is perfect. No. We all make mistakes, but Devin Haney losing to a cheater by the name of Ryan Garcia. We found out he's a cheater. What do you have to say now about karma? So I'm asking about Adrien Broner. Is this karma? What's the correlation? Y'all want to know? About a month and some change ago, didn't he attack Alicia Baumgartner? I was going to do a live stream on this channel about, everyone says protect black women. I never got around to it. But he was just going at Alicia Baumgartner, calling her a whore. And started dropping names in reference to the men that she slept with. That's none of our business. But I found that interesting. And I just watched it, and I wanted to see how many women came to Alicia Baumgartner's defense. A lot of you women don't even watch boxing. And let me touch on that for a moment. Maybe that's why. Maybe I didn't know about this, because this ain't your lane. But you know what is your lane? The WNBA. How they have not reaped the profit in how long? Like ever. And I said the women need to go to the games just to support the sisterhood. Y'all can't even do that. So I think this was more because, AB is in the middle of this, TMZ era. And, he's been on TMZ a few times with his stuff and his nonsense outside the ring. Alicia Baumgartner is a beautiful woman, a professional fighter. And somehow she got into it with Adrien Broner. And he gets on his social media, starts dropping names, multiple names, about 12 dudes that he said he knew personally that slept with her. We didn't need to know that. We didn't need to know that. I don't know if it's true. But you know now what you think. Ladies, what you think? This is what Adrien Broner did to her. All of this. Because she has a relationship with the Haneys. I looked at it and I said, man, it sounded like she slept with everyone around him but him. And he sounded like he's mad, but I don't know. I don't know, Alicia. I don't know whether AB's telling the truth or not. Guess what? None of my business. But the fact that he said it speaks volumes. Adrien Broner has taken digs at Devin Haney. Everyone's taking digs at Devin Haney over this Ryan Garcia stuff, and now that Ryan Garcia is proven to be a liar and a cheater, was it really karma for Devin Haney? So I'm asking, I just pointed out a couple of things in reference to Adrien Broner. Is this karma or is it just life? Because how he chose to live his life, which was not a fighter's lifestyle, you're looking at the result right here in this picture. Hey, there you go. That's the knockdown. His tooth came out and his mouthpiece came out. So I'm asking you, is this karma or is it just life? Is he living the results of how he chose to not take care of himself? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the comment section. Since people like flinging around, oh, karma. Do y'all even know what karma is? Do you have any concept of what it is? Why do y'all think God only works one way? By the way, I'm looking at Blair Cobb's shorts. Does that say snack on his right side? He's a snack athlete. Shout out to Victor Conte. Yeah. Oh, y'all upset. And that's cool. I'm cool with that. I want y'all to tell me what is this karma or is it just life? Because AB, that was unbecoming how he came for Alicia Baumgartner. I don't even understand what that was. But I said, I was gonna talk about it, but I said, let me just see how that plays out. Then he gets into it with Devin and all this stuff. I said, let me see how this plays out. Now he gets in here and he legitimately laid an egg. And as I'm watching the fight, I'm just saying, you know what? This is not the guy I was used to watching over the last decade. This is not him. He needs to sit his ass down before he gets himself hurt. And you know what's crazy? I said, leading up to this fight, if the old AB shows up, Blair's in trouble. But nope. He's walking forward with the high guard, the hands not letting go. This is not the AB. You go watch this fight, and for those of you that don't watch boxing, watch this fight and then go watch AB from like 2012. It's a different guy. 2014, it's a different guy. This ain't the guy. So before he gets hurt, he need to go sit down. That's the boxing part of this video. But the pep talk part, I'm asking you, is this karma or is it just life? Karma for what? Was Alicia Baumgartner trolling him? After all of this? How about this? When Blair was announced the winner, he didn't even stick around. He just left the ring. Is it karma or is this just life? I can tell you something. This is the direct result of him not taking his career seriously. I can tell you that part. Because it's not like he's in his 40s. You understand? Karma? After what he said about Bill and Deb and Alicia, you want to take that route? That's up for your debate. That's up to y'all. But it's weird how things end up, ain't it? Very strange. But I'll be here talking boxing for the next 7 days or so. Here's what it is. I could take the heat in that kitchen. Oh yeah. Life is beautiful. But I'm prepped for war. Take it gently.